I used to work as a 911 dispatcher, but one call changed everything after I made a serious mistake. When the caller suddenly hung up, I did what we always do and called back, but that call gave away the girl's location and brought the intruder right back to the scene. When Mia picked up, she told me she was safe for now and that I didn't need to worry. The intruder had been about to leave, but when he heard the phone ringing upstairs, he went straight back to her bedroom and pulled her out from under the bed where she'd been hiding. That's when it hit me. My mistake had led to something horrible. I tried everything I could to stop him from hurting her, but it was already too late. My supervisor couldn't believe it. He said someone with my experience should never have made a mistake like that. Honestly, I couldn't explain it either. I had no idea why I'd let my guard down like that. And worse, I didn't know if my mistake had cost that girl her life. That night, I kept jolting awake from nightmares, replaying that call over and over in my head. The next day at work, I heard on the news that police had found Mia's body. One mistake on the job, and it led to something I could never take back. That night has stayed with me ever since. 6 months later, I still couldn't bring myself to sit at the dispatch desk again, so I moved to training instead, teaching new hires how to handle 911 calls. But I never expected another case would find its way back to me so soon. One evening, Olivia was heading home after a day out at the mall with friends. As she walked into the parking garage, a car came flying out of nowhere and nearly hit her. The driver got out and apologized. Olivia didn't want to make a big deal out of it, so she grabbed her phone and started to walk away. That's when he came up behind her and pressed a cloth over her mouth and nose. Within seconds, she couldn't fight back anymore. When she woke up, the car was already on the highway. The kidnapper had music blasting, and she was trapped in a cramped, dark trunk with no way to call for help. Luckily, he hadn't found the spare phone in her pocket. Olivia grabbed it right away and dialed 911. The dispatcher who picked up was brand new on the job, and faced with a kidnapping in progress, she froze. That's when I stepped in and took over the call, sitting back down in the seat I once swore I'd never touch again. This time, I knew I couldn't afford to make the same mistake twice. I had to use everything I'd learned to track down Olivia's location and get her out before it was too late. Piece by piece, working off every faint clue coming through that line, I found my way back to who I used to be as a dispatcher. That old mistake never really left me, but this time, I was determined to make it right. I wasn't going to run from that painful past anymore. All that mattered now was doing everything I could to save the person waiting on the other end of that call.